Let me start off by saying that I don't give a damn about any of the negative comments or reviews some quote unquote critics have given this film. Because when watching Godzilla, Kong, the New Empire, you had to shut your brain off and accept this film for what it is: goofy, over the top, not so serious, gigantic monster versus gigantic monster, ass beating action. Because what you see with this movie is what you get. Now, those same critics that say that this movie sucks, they're too busy, in my honest opinion, trying to compare it to Godzilla Minus One, which is a much more serious film. This film, however, is none of that stuff. It's not serious, it has fun, and that's what I love about it. So, without further ado, let me get into the things that I liked about the film because no need to give an explanation. You know what it's about. Godzilla and Kong having to team up to take on a common enemy in the Scar King to stop him from, well, getting his Rita Repulsa from Power Rangers on and destroying the Earth. So here we go. First of all, we got Godzilla and Kong, and spoiler, Mothra is back in this movie. Two, we get to see more of the Hollow Earth. See, from the other Monarch Monsterverse films, I've always wondered about the Hollow Earth and the secrets that it hides. This film dives more into that, and you see it through Kong's eyes as he explores the Hollow Earth. Speaking of Kong, even though it has Godzilla in it as well, I also feel like this is more of his film and he's the main character because you see Kong's interactions with other apes in this movie. You also see his interaction with little Suko, the little mini Kong in here. Even though that little bastard was mischievous as hell at the beginning of the movie, he grew to like Kong and Kong grew to like him. So Kong takes him under his wing. A little mentor slash father figure of sorts. What's the next point I'm on? 4. Even though this movie had humans in it, there wasn't that much focus on the human characters. They were just there. Granted, the plot didn't make sense, but as I said earlier, you don't watch this for the plot. You watch this because you want to see giant monsters beat each other asses, which leads me into 5. That's exactly what you get. Monsters fighting. It doesn't have to make sense. I didn't want this movie to make sense. I enjoyed it and accepted it for what it is. Now, when it comes to the Scar King, some people may feel like he wasn't or isn't a formidable opponent for Kong and Godzilla. But, spoiler, you find out the reason as to why he's pissed off and in such a bad mood is because, well, there was a war that happened years ago, and Godzilla ended up kicking his ass and every other monkey's ass and trapped them in the Hollow Earth. And he's been holding a grudge with Godzilla ever since. And Godzilla being a protector of nature, balance, all that good stuff. Yeah. And overall, I enjoyed this film. Now, some people may feel different. Guess what? I don't give a damn. This is not everyone's cup of tea. But for me, I will honestly say if this came on again, I would definitely watch it. Definitely rewatch it, excuse me. Because, again, fun, dumb film. I feel like how I did years ago, waking up on Saturday mornings, watching the Godzilla, King Kong, Mothra monster movies on TBS back in the day. And for the longest, I always wondered what would it be like if Godzilla, Kong, and Mothra did team up and made a movie. Well, in the words of Drake in Future, what a time to be alive. So Godzilla, Kong, New Empire, I definitely give it 2 thumbs up. Just me personally. Just saying.